All this week, we have been celebrating the 75th anniversary of KPHO. You may not know this, but it was the first TV station in the Valley. So KPHO holds a very special place in the hearts of a lot of viewers.
It's been a lot of fun, hasn't it? So our Jason Berry sat down with some familiar faces who helped make it must-see TV.
Because we had the largest studios.
It's been a while since these KPHO legends stepped into a TV studio, but it didn't take long for the memories to come roaring back.
The people I know now have.
Roger Downey spent 25 years as an anchor reporter.
A new man heads the space shuttle program tonight, Rear Admiral Richard Truly.
It was a job Downey never expected to have.
When I started in TV, I had no training in TV. In those days, they hired people who were on radio to be on TV because they had at least some experience with broadcasting.
We will have details and tape of the destruction and rescue efforts tonight on our 9:30 news.
From 1977 to 2002, Downey reported on the biggest stories in Arizona and across the country. From Arizona's own Sandra Day O'Connor becoming the first woman appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court, to the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster, to 9/11.
The highlight of any day was being on the air, on the anchor desk. I mean, you could work 8 hours putting everything together, but it was that half hour that was most significant.
News 5 at 9:30 with Kelly Taft.
Kelly Taft spent 14 years as a reporter anchor with KPHO.
A manhunt is currently underway in northern Arizona.
From 1984 to 1998, Taft would often lead the nightly newscast with the biggest story of the day. Among them, the murder of actor Bob Crane and the death penalty trial of Deborah Milkey. But Taft says it was the local neighborhood stories that had the most impact.
I think when we were an independent station, we covered a lot of local news that others might not find that newsworthy, but just really were connected to the community and had a chance to really become involved with the community and tell a lot of those personal stories.
I remember working with you one time.
And then there's Tony Escobar, the man behind the scenes who spent 33 years at KPHO making sure everything ran smoothly.
I never wanted to leave, I always wanted to get there early. So I loved what I did. Working for Channel 5 was my dream.
Escobar remembers showing up at the station one day looking for a job after graduating high school in 1983. He was hired on the spot as a runner. It wasn't long before Escobar was working on the Wallace and Ladmo show, operating cameras, floor directing newscasts, working production, and making commercials.
I remember standing behind, standing in front, and standing next to as a floor director, cueing my anchors, cueing my talent, rolling a teleprompter, making sure my camera operators knew where to be, and just really controlling the studio.
It becomes a part of our DNA.
We also caught up with Lee Harris, who spent 18 years as an audio engineer and production specialist at KPHO. She says one of the station's most significant moments came in 1994, when KPHO went from a local independent to a CBS affiliate.
When Channel 5 got the CBS affiliateship, it was apparent that that was going to be a whole new era for this station. So when we started doing, 4:30 newscasts, we started expanding out all of the newscasts so that this market could be well served. We got live trucks, sat trucks, everything else that would come with, a full-time CBS affiliateship, and we did it quickly and used it well.
He had AP clips.
All of these former KPHO professionals say the incredible advances in technology has changed the way people get their news and how it's delivered. But what hasn't changed is the quality of journalists in front and behind the camera.
The thing I miss most about Channel 5 is the people that I work with. My friends that I made at KPHO is something I'll never ever forget.
Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
So much history there.
I remember a lot of those people when I first moved here watching. That was when KPHO used to be off of I-17.
That's right.
That? Yeah.
And that's where Gina used to work actually many years ago.
That's right.
You worked there?
Yeah, well, before I had kids, I anchored the morning show. Then I took some time off when I had kids. But yeah, I worked with all of them, and they were as fantastic as they present themselves to be. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 25 years for the 100-year anniversary, are they going to come and interview us, you guys? And Tessa, Scott will still be anchoring.
They'll be saying, "Good morning, Arizona."
Are you kidding? I'm already there.
No, just so privileged to look back and realize that we're a part of all this, which is the amazing part, right?
Yeah.
So
very good people, for sure.
So thank you to all who've contributed for these 75 years making KPHO and now KTVK as we team up together, of course, sister stations for what it is today. It's so different. Those were true talents to be able to do everything they did, right? We just, everything's here for us. Everything's here.
Things weren't so political back then.
That's true.